game here as the Centennial Colts will take on the Loyalist Lancers. We got a quick pregame show, but the Centennial Colts 5-6 coming in fourth spot, playing the Loyalist Lancers, who are 9-3 in the third spot. It's Jack Middleton alongside Pedro Castellato up here in the booth. Pedro, welcome.
Jack, I never had words to say. No words can explain how happy I am to be back here, right? It's going to be an interesting game today. We got Loyalist as the visitors with a record of 9-3 right now, fighting for the second spot in the OCAA against the Georgian Grizzlies, right? If they win, they'll go to 10-3 and secure that second spot in the division. And on the other side, as the hosts, we got the Colts with a record of 5-6. They haven't found their pace yet into the season, but again, a very important match for them to secure the chance to host playoffs for the first time in a while, right? They're they're disputing that spot against the Durham Lords, who are also 5-7 right now. So a win today would be crucial for them.
Absolutely, and that's going to cut our pregame ceremony a little bit short as we'll send it down floor side to public address announcer Ryan Miller for O Canada and the starting lineups. that was O Canada and the starting lineups for today's game for the Loyalist Lancers. It'll be Priya Buller, Gwen Forrester, Kaylee Lemaire, Grace Callahan, and Jessica Malixi. For the Centennial Colts, Pedro.
For the Centennial Colts, the starters today, we got Michaela Hawkins, Danica Walker, Zane Michael, Eliana Dominguez, Michaela Simon Tucker, the usual five players we've seen started for the Colts this season. Looking forward to see what they can do today.
Yeah, the Colts coming in off of a loss on Tuesday, like you mentioned, against the Durham Lords, 66-61, while the Loyalist Lancers come in off a win against the George Brown Huskies, 65-61. As we get started, the Colts have the possession. It'll be Danica Walker dribbling up the floor. All the way to the far side to Simon Tucker. Fakes the handoff, tries to find Hawkins. He'll put that up, and it's just a little bit too hard. Rebound goes to the Lancers. It was Grace Callahan on the rebound.
Another rebound to Grace's name. Fourth in the league in rebounds per game.
As the Colts steal the ball away, it was Danica Walker. They fast break 2-on-1 the other way. Zane Michael fakes, goes up. No foul, good contest from the Lancers, as they'll turn the ball back the other way. Priya Buller to the far side. That's Gwen Forrester. They'll go down low in the battle that we want to see today with Simon Tucker, and a nice move down at the rim. The layup doesn't go. Another one doesn't go for the Lancers, and we'll fight for the ball. The Colts come up with it. It's Danica Walker on the rebound, and I believe we'll have a jump ball, and it'll be a possession to the Lancers. It was a nice move down low.
Yeah,
I believe that was that Jessica Malixi on the move?
Yes, Jessica, one of the main players in this Lancer squad. Together with Grace Callahan and Gwen Forrester, I think they are crucial players for that Lancer squad, right? They've been dominating this season. They've been helping the Lancers to achieve the results they've been achieving.
Another steal from Danica Walker. She's got Michael coming down the lane. The pass just a little bit too late. Walker unable to find Michael. And a turnover for the Colts. The Lancers will inbound the ball.
Yeah, both zeros still on the scoreboard. Game started with a bit of pace, but both teams struggling to find a good opportunity to score.
Ball goes all the way to Callahan. She'll dribble inside. Finds Lemaire, and the bank works.
Should have waited a little more to say that.
So the first 2 points to the Lancers. I like it anyways. That's why you're here, Pedro. The Colts look to turn it the other way. Michael comes quickly down the floor. Her pass inside off the hands of Simon Tucker. The Colts retain the ball on the outside. Walker getting harassed by Callahan on the far side. Finally gets it down low to Simon Tucker, and her layup will fall.
Great play by the Colts. They were able to pick up that. Game's now tied 2-2.
Lancers go to Malixi. She'll go cross court, trying to find Forrester, and does. Buller up top, goes down low to, I believe that's Lemaire down low, and her layup works as she wins the battle against Michaela Simon Tucker. The Colts work with pace, as you mentioned, but Dominguez loses the ball on the dribble, forced out from Buller. The turnover goes to the Lancers' way, and it's something they've done all season long. The Lancers are first in turnovers forced in the OCAA with 26 a game. They're also first in steals per game with 15, so their defensive systems have worked all year round. It's why they're 9-3 this year.
I think it is a very dynamic team, right? They move quickly. They are not very tall, generally not a tall team, but they move very quickly. We can see that play earlier in this first quarter of Jessica Malixi. That just proves that's the style the Lancers have been playing this season.
Colts now have the ball, 13 on the shot clock. It goes down low to Walker. She'll pull up off the front of the rim, and then it falls. Both teams trying to push the pace early. Lancers working around. Buller goes far side to Forrester. The foul is going to come on Michaela Hawkins, and they'll be shooting for two. shooting at the line for the Lancers is Gwen Forrester. Of course, the foul on Michaela Hawkins, forcing 3 shots at the line for Forrester. Now 1 for 2. The third one will drops. 2 for 3.
Lancers up again.
And a 6-4 early Lancers lead. Danae Michael dribbles. She's being harassed on the close side. Double teamed. Her pass into the middle. Tipped and picked off. Back the other way, Grace Callahan. Her layup off the backboard. The front side of the rim doesn't go. Colts quickly back the other way. Goes to Dominguez. That pass doesn't find. Dominguez unable to keep that ball in play. And a turnover, Centennial. Colts seem to be trying to match the pace of the Lancers so far, but their fast break opportunities, they just haven't been clicking yet so far, just 3 minutes into this game.
And Lancers are doing a great job in taking their space, right? There's not a few options for them to pass the ball to. And, well, the Lancers are forcing us mistakes from the other team.
As the Lancers tried to kick the ball out on the far side, nobody there, so the Colts will take the ball back the other way. As we see very often in the OCAA, a full court press from the Lancers. Colts beat it though. Walker tries to drive, stopped. Kick back out to Dominguez. She'll shoot the 3 off the front of the rim and out of bounds, Lancers ball. Lancers have the ball on the far side. That's Malixi. Goes to Callahan. She'll shoot and it drops.
First 3-pointer of the day, Grace Callahan.
Didn't even look like she was thinking of pulling up there. There was no jump on that shot, Pedro. That would have fooled me. I would have never had a hand up on her.
Guess that's the whole point.
You don't see it too often, a 3-pointer with no jump, as the pass from Simon Tucker's out of the reach of Hawkins. And already some frustration on the side of the Colts.
Good idea there by the Colts. As you said, they're just having trouble clicking, right? They don't really found their pace in the game yet. They need to get together and find space through the Lancers defense. As we got Grace Callahan again, drive it into the paint. Malixi cross, pass to Forrester.
What a pass down low to Callahan. That'll drop, plus the and one off the foul from Simon Tucker. It'll send Callahan to the line. Callahan's been hot of late in their last game against the George Brown Huskies. 25 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists for Grace, leading the way for the Lancers.
Yeah, so far scored half of the points for the Lancers today.
The inbound pass from Walker goes nowhere, and that'll force Coach George Thomas to take his first timeout of the quarter, as the Colts have started out slow and the Lancers lead it 12-4 early on. We'll head to a break, and on the other side of the timeout, we'll have more first quarter action. We are back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center early on in the first quarter as the Lancers lead at 12-4. If you're just joining us, it's Jack Middleton alongside Pedro Caslato. The Lancers go quick out of the timeout. The shot doesn't go. A rebound is battled on the floor to be a jump ball going the way of the Colts.
Halfway through the first quarter, we got a strong start from the Lancers, right? Colts are not being able to match that pace. a very, very quick and dynamic game on the Lancer side. And a high court pressure again.
The turnover from, it wasn't a turnover, actually touched by Callahan.
Yeah, Callahan just tapped that ball out of bounds.
Colts get lucky there and will keep possession. Michael to inbound. Down low goes to Simon Tucker. She'll work off the front of the rim. Rebound to the Lancers. Back up the court quickly is Malixi. Her pass comes out to Callahan. The shot from Callahan off the front of the rim. A good chase down rebound from Buller keeps the ball Lancers' way. They'll go quickly down low to Callahan, and her layup falls.
Yeah, Callahan given a hard time for the Colts. She's able to find space through the Colts defense. She's always free to get a pass, and she is deadly close to the paint.
Walker, the pull-up goes for Danico Walker. One of the best for the Colts so far this season, and did exactly that in their last game against the Lords, scoring 26 of her own points for the Colts in that loss. The shot from the Lancers doesn't go, but it'll be another foul on Simon Tucker, and it will send Kaylee Lemaire to the line. Already 2 early fouls on Michaela Simon Tucker. Something to watch for Coach George Thomas. Obviously, you need Simon Tucker on the floor. She's been your best player all year.
That's right. And first one's no good for the Lancers. Lancers who have a free throw percentage of 55. Not a very high percentage considered the pace of the team.
Both free throws don't go. Michaela Hawkins turns it the other way. She'll float it up, doesn't go, and turn back the other way. The missed pass picked off by Michael. Simon Tucker up top. Directing traffic, goes down low to Walker. She'll spin out of possession, but runs into her own player. That's Tara Dowrich. And it'll be a turnover, Lancers ball. Going back up the floor, it's Grace Callahan. So casual she is with the ball. Pass goes to Malixi. Wide open 3 in the corner off the front of the rim. The Colts try and bring it back the other way quickly with Michaela Hawkins. Falls to the floor, but finds Simon Tucker. The pass to Michael is tipped by Priya Buller. It'll be a Colts ball as the Lancers will make a substitution.
On the Lancers side, we got number 8, Brooklyn White, and number 5, Dena Ventanela, coming in for the Lancers the first time today.
Colts circulate the ball up top. Michael to Walker. Walker tries to go down low to Dowrich. Be off the leg of a Lancer. Still the Colts ball. 7 on the shot clock for Centennial. The pass goes to Hawkins, the 3 off the front of the rim. As we'll battle for the ball down low to be a jump ball, and it'll go the way of the Lancers. The Colts have just not been efficient as they'll substitute in Jessica Jones coming into the game for her first appearance.
Yeah, Michaela Hawkins gonna get some resting time. Colts are trying to move some pieces around, trying to figure out how to find their pace in the game.
Colts get the ball in. It'll go down low quickly to Walker. She'll work. Her ball will fall into the rim. A couple hops. Gets the lucky bounce as the Colts needed that 2 points. Lancers work quickly. Far side to Forrester. Makes a move. The pass going to go. That's to White. Her shot off the rim. The rebound down low. Lemaire can't get it to fall. Lancers still have the ball. That's Ventanilla. Her shot doesn't go. The Colts finally get a rebound, and it's in the hands of Zane Michael. Michael dribbles up the floor. 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. Colts have moved a lot. Finally gets down low to Dowrich. She's getting battled down low, and it'll be a foul on the Lancers. That'll go on number 10, Gwen Forrester. Lancers will have pretty much a whole line change finally now with the substitution. The rest of the starting lineup out, so the bench squad coming on the floor for Loyalist.
Yeah, Loyalist side, we got number 15, Anna Tomlinson, number 12, Nina Anderson, and I believe that was number 7, Charlotte Farrell, coming in for the Lancers. A complete new squad for the visitors today.
Yeah, they're going quickly, even with the bench, as they work it around the outside. The pass up top, trying to find White, is out of her, reaching over her head. Michael on the inbound. The pass is going to go to Jessica Jones. Trying to find Michael. Finally finds Danica Walker. Colts get set up. Dribble. Darich finds the key. Her layup doesn't go. She'll tip it out, but the Lancers have the ball. The pass goes up the court to Nina Anderson. Her layup doesn't go. Michael fights with it, and I believe it'll be a foul first. Before we'll hit the jump ball, it'll be a foul on the Lancers. We'll get the number here. I believe that was on number 8. So that's Brooklyn White.
Colts possession right now. Both teams slowed down a bit towards the end of this first quarter. They're having a little trouble to score right now, but still, the Lancers game seems to be a little quicker than the Colts.
Yeah, the Lancers seem to have game planned a faster game. I mean, you're going up against a Colts team that only has 9 players to their roster, so making them run up and down the floor with how much the Colts starting lineup stays on the floor is going to work in the Lancers' favor as the dribble drive from Charlotte Farrell falls.
And I have to say, I think that's the biggest differential for the good teams in this league, the highest seeded team in this league, right? If you're able to change your full squad and they're able to match the pace of the game and keep the game going as fast as you plan to, that's what you want. As a coach, that's what you want all day.
1 minute to go here in the first quarter as the Lancers lead 16-8. Michael drives, tries to go up, and a good defensive play from the Lancers. Will fight for the ball. It goes to Jones. She'll spin off the backboard, doesn't go. Simon Tucker puts one up. That one doesn't fall either. The Lancers finally, I believe that'll be a foul getting called on Danica Walker on the shove. It'll be a Lancers ball. Colts fall back into about a half pressure, but Lancers beating it up the floor each and every time, and they'll set up. Trying to find a pass is Brooklyn White. This time she'll choose to drive, and on the drive, she gets pushed over. I believe the foul will be on Jessica Jones. And it'll send Brooklyn White to the line for 2 shots as the Colts make a substitution. First one drops for White. Second one off left, but the lucky bounce here at the Athletic and Wellness Center. That double rim works in her favor this time.
Yeah, close. Lancers taking a little more advantage of the free throws. They're 5 for 8 right now.
Getting to the line as Michael will pull up for the 3. Doesn't go, and the Lancers turn it back the other way. White dishes to Ventanilla. Will drive, and on the screen it'll be an offensive foul called going towards Ayanna Tomlinson. It'll be her first foul, and the Colts have the ball with 8.9 seconds here in the first quarter. Colts work it quickly. Michael stops up to dig, and the pass goes to Simon Tucker. Her layup doesn't go as the Lancers have 1 second. Got to get the ball off. White can't get the ball off, so after one, the Lancers lead at 18-8. The Colts have just struggled, Pedro.
Yeah, especially towards the end of this first quarter, those are the plays that you really don't want to miss. Those are the plays that will hurt you towards the end of the game, right? That was a good play, good offensive game by the Colts right there. Zane Michael did a great job stopping, getting away from that pressure. Found Simon Tucker there, but that layup was just not as precise, right? And that precision that is missing right now will hurt the team in the end of the game.
Yeah, those are the buckets you need to make if you're trying to beat a top-seeded team like Loyalist. Shooting 4 for 16 in the first quarter is not the way you want to play as the Colts, while the Lancers are shooting 6 for 15, 40%, led by Grace Callahan with 8 points, while Danica Walker leads the way for the Colts with 4. With that being said, we got a minute left here in the break between the first and second quarters. We'll head to break, and on the other side, second quarter action. Welcome back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center's second quarter action coming your way as the Lancers lead it 18-8, and the Lancers will have the first ball. Ventanilla down low, goes to Brooklyn White. Kick it back out to Ventanilla. They'll work a 1-2 game. The pass inside as White will roll over. That'll be a travel on Brooklyn White. And an early turnover gives the ball to the Colts.
Let's hope the Colts are able to bring a little more of a consistency for the second half, especially on their shooting attempts, right? And also a little more dynamic to their game. I believe those passes could be a little more effective, could be a little more dynamic, and get basically taking the Loyalist team to dance, right?
A 3-point from Jones doesn't go. Simon Tucker on the rebound, and she'll lay it up and in.
There we go. Those are the ones you want to make it right now so you don't miss them towards the end of the game.
I'm thinking the experiment of matching the pace of the Lancers isn't going well for the Colts as Hawkins picks the ball off, a wide open layup, and that'll fall for the Colts. That's what you have to do, points off turnover, and the Colts capitalize.
There you go, Michaela Hawkins with great defensive play there, taking another layup to her name.
Down low, Ventanilla, her pass picked off by Michael. Colts have a little bit of pressure now. I'm thinking Coach Thomas wants them to slow it down, as they do. Michael tries to find a lane, dishes off to Simon Tucker. Down low to Jones, her pass. She was pushed before the pass. It'll be a foul on Charlotte Farrell. And full-blown hockey line change coming your way. The Lancers will sub back in their first unit will all come in all at the same time. So we'll update you that once our computer catches up with who's on the floor.
Yeah, their starting five are back now with a little bit of rest. That's going to be a tricky one for the Colts right now. Let's see how they react to that.
Pass goes to Dowrich. Her layup just a little bit too hard. The pass from the Lancers is going to miss everybody on the far side, and a turnover goes back the way of the Colts. It's where you got to capitalize, finally forcing turnovers from a Lancers team that don't do it often. Already 9 turnovers for Loyalist early on in this game. Hawkins keeps that one from going back court, finds Simon Tucker, tries to drive. Is being met by Lemaire. The pass goes to Dowrich and her layup. A little bit too hard as well. The Colts force a double team. It'll be a foul called on the reach. And it'll go on Michaela Simon Tucker. That'll be her 3rd of the game. Can only imagine this substitution is for her. Aliana Dominguez will come in. That'll most likely force Coach Thomas to have Simon Tucker sit for the rest of this quarter. He doesn't have the leeway to get her on the court just in case she fouls out. That's an over and back violation on Priya Buller.
Defensive play there by Dominguez right there. Forced the Lancers to make mistakes. I see a change of energy on this Colts side. It's a good thing if they want to get this game back in their hands.
Hawkins drove to the net. Probably could have laid the ball up. Opted for the pass. The shot from Dowrich doesn't go. The Lancers go the other way. Lemaire down low. Hop step. Her shot doesn't go. Michael corrals the rebound. Colts back the other way. Hawkins crossover. Finds Jones. Her shot doesn't go too hard. Lancers. Now the dribble drive, that's to Callahan. Her shot off the back rim. And the rebound finds its way to Michaela Hawkins. Tonight Michael up top. Early on in the second quarter, the Colts have come out a little bit better. The shot from Jones is up. Off the backboard, doesn't fall. Buller for the Lancers. The pass. Finds Malixi down low, finds Lemaire. The wide open layup falls. That's where the Colts got to be a little bit better down low. Of course, without Simon Tucker, how do you stop it down low? Got to use a little bit of Tara Dowrich, a little bit of Jessica Jones to force the Lancers to shoot from outside as they don't normally do it.
Good tip there by Hawkins to get that ball out of play.
So I believe we'll have a timeout called before we will continue the action. Coach Caleb Hugh of the Lancers takes his first timeout as his Lancers lead at 20-12 here in the second quarter. We're out of the timeout in the Athletic and Wellness Center as the Lancers will start the ball. Their inbound play has worked very well. The pass goes to Lemaire. The layup will go. A turnover for the Colts as the Lancers finally get a little bit of pressure with this first unit. The 3-point from Malixi will fall.
A great shot from the fifth-year player on the Lancers side, Jessica Malixi. One of the veterans today.
Yeah, fifth year, Pedro, we were talking about. Of course, you used to be a Lancer way back when, so you know a little bit of insight on at least some of the players on the team.
As a former Lancer myself, I was there when Jessica joined the team. I believe she played 2 years for Niagara College, and she moved to the East Division to play for Loyalist. I think this is her third year there.
The Colts with good defensive pressure in the corner. The double team steals the ball. Simon Tucker and the Colts move it quickly up the court. Michael will stop up and slow it down. Dominguez goes down low to Simon Tucker, who's checked back into the game. And it'll be a foul on the Lancers on the hit. Not sure who the foul's on. It was on number 22. It'll be on Grace Callahan. The Colts will restart with a fresh shot clock. It goes to Dominguez, the three. In and out of the rim. It almost falls, and the daring double rim here at the Athletic and Wellness Center doesn't work in their favor as the Lancers roll back the other way. The shot from Buller goes.
Yeah, the Lancers now found their pace back in the game, and Colts really struggling to find space right now.
Michael with a good pass to get out of the trap. Or pass into a driving Simon Tucker's off the hands of the Lancers. It'll be a Colts ball. Michael inbounds her pass a little bit too weak. Bullard picks it off. Down the floor, the wide open layup goes. The Lancers have started to pull it away now with a 15-point lead here halfway through the second quarter. Dominguez stops the pull-up three, doesn't go. Jones has the rebound. Her layup doesn't go. Has the ball again. Dribbles, drives, and the turnover into the hands of Priya Buller. Callahan kicks it out. Far side corner shot doesn't go. Colts with the rebound. Stretch pass goes to Michael. Drive, her pass off the hands of Hawkins, and the turnover Colts.
And another 5-player switch on the Lancers side. Full starting squad's now going to sit on the bench for a little bit while the second 5 are going to take over this game.
I love the choice from Coach Hugh on that side. Doesn't need to get chemistry between first and second units. We'll just switch them all so they can have their full 5-person chemistry as the pass to the close side, trying to find White is tipped out from Michael.
Yeah, Coach Caleb Hughes been ahead of the Lancers program for the past 8 years now. And the year of 2022, when they hosted playoffs, he was nominated Coach of the Year of the East Division. So it's been a few pretty successful years for the Lancers.
He's kind of turned the Lancers program around. They haven't been the greatest basketball team over the years, but since he took over 8 years ago, this Lancers program has been starting to go upwards ever since he took over. I believe it was a foul on Michaela Hawkins, stopped the play as the Lancers turn it back. The shot misses. Layup also doesn't go. Rebound to Walker. Walker getting hassled down underneath the rim, but finally out of pressure to Zane Michael. Michael stops up, drives, looking for the kick out to Dominguez. Has one on her. It's Ventanilla. The shot from Dominguez off the front of the rim. Gets her own rebound, though. Reset for the Colts. Finds Hawkins. Will slip on her drive. That's about the third time I've seen her slip on a drive. She'll lose the ball. Brooklyn White back the other way. Dishes the ball out to the top. Nina Anderson. They work it all the way around to Ventanilla. Down low. Hawkins steals it. The Colts have 4 back the other way. Hawkins takes it herself. The layup doesn't go. Doesn't take advantage. Had 4 Colts down with her. Decides to take the layup. It won't fall. The Lancers try to take advantage. Ventanilla, the pass. Far side to White. Dribble, her pass inside. Misses everybody, but luckily finds Anderson. Shot will go up off the rim. Rebound down low. Charlotte Farrell doesn't go. Gets her own rebound. The pass out to White. The 3-point off the front of the rim. It'll go to Ventanilla. Sidestep. Her 3 just too far. The rebound off Farrell. The layup doesn't go. Both teams struggling. Another layup finally gets up and in for Nina Anderson. And Coach Thomas will take a timeout for the Centennial Colts.
That one took a little bit, but it went to the Lancers side. As we talked about Coach Caleb Hugh, but also worth mentioning, first-year head coach for the Centennial Colts program, George Thomas, took over the program this year, and it's been pretty successful, I'd say. Given the results we had the years past, Coach George is giving this program a new look, and it's something really interesting to see and something I really look forward to presence.
Yeah, Coach Thomas took over this program, of course, this season. It's been a revolving door of coaches for the past few years for the Colts, but finally found a good one in Coach George Thomas, plucking them out of the Toronto Raptors Academy. So that this team has actually been able to practice a little bit with that academy on the Raptors floor. getting used to working with Coach Thomas. But this program only had 3 wins last year, and they're already up to 5 with 3 games remaining. So he's working his magic so far with the team that he wasn't even able to build. He was brought in right before the season started. So this is a team he was just given.
Thank you so much for joining the broadcast, by the way. Again, my name is Pedro Casaletta. I'm here with Jack Middleton. If you have any questions or just want to interact with us, just feel free to drop a comment in the live stream.
No, I love seeing it. Normally, one of the baseball players drops in a comment, but he must still be sleeping here at 1:30 p.m. because he hasn't commented for me.
We'll call him on break.
Yeah, I'll give him a shout. I bet you he doesn't answer. But we'll give it a try as the layup for Simon Tucker doesn't go. Lancers turn it the other way. Quickly, Ventanilla, her layup falls, and one on the foul by Simon Tucker. And if you're wondering, that's now 4 fouls on Simon Tucker, who will check out of this game. Coach Thomas has to be a little bit frustrated so far, not only with the play of his team, but the undisciplined action of his big center, Michaela Simon Tucker. Danila. The N1 doesn't go on the free throw, but the Lancers keep the ball, and as they stumble out of play, can't find teammates, will be Colts ball.
Yeah, Lancers on a pretty comfortable position right now.
They're on an amazing run. The Colts got to 14 about 2 minutes into the second quarter and have not scored in the last 6 minutes. As the Lancers put their first unit on, got a little momentum, brought the second unit back on. They continue it as the pass goes down low to Farrell. Her layup doesn't go. Jones with the rebound.
I think that's what I was saying earlier, right? I think those opportunities that you don't capitalize on are the ones that hurt the team a little bit towards the end of each quarter. And that's what we're seeing right now. Again, Lancers were in a really comfortable position, very free to play however they want, and the coach just having to push through and find space and pretty much hurry, right? It's not the best feeling, not the best position to be playing a match, but they'll have to figure out if they want to get back into this game.
Yeah, it's about trying to slow down the Lancers. They're a fast-paced team as the layup from Dominguez up and under falls. But, yeah, you got to slow down this Lancers team, make them play defense for the full 24 seconds, and make them try and pick up their pressure only on the offensive side of the ball as the pass finds Brooklyn White. Her 3 doesn't fall. Will fight for the rebound. Michael tips it out. White gets the rebound for the Lancers. Dishes it down low to Tomlinson. The shot doesn't go, and Danica Walker back the other way. Stutter step. With the shot, it'll be a block. With that stutter step kind of tumbled the Lancers defender. I believe that was Ventanilla, forcing the foul. The Colts will make a substitution on this free throw. Danica Walker to the line. One of the better free throw shooters on the team for the Colts. As I try and get that stat pulled up, she's shooting 63% from the field at free throw.
And that's the first time the Colts actually go to the free throw line, and both of the shots are no good. Good block there by Michael.
Colts trying to get a little bit of momentum heading into the half with 30 seconds to go. Pass to Salazar, who just checked in. Michael up top. Jones on the near side will hand off to Dowrich, trying to dribble through Brooklyn White, can't do it. Jones shot off the front of the rim. Dowrich battles for the rebound, so does Salazar, and we'll have a jump ball to the way of the Colts. And before we continue this action, 13 seconds left. Coach Caleb Hugh will take his timeout. And that means we'll take a timeout up here in the booth with 13 seconds to go as the Lancers lead it 35-16. 13 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Colts have the ball, working up a play. It'll go up top to Danica Walker.
Just going to work the clock right now.
Dowrich takes the shot, and it'll fall. The first points for Tara Dowrich. The Lancers have 3 seconds to get the shot off over the half. White will let the shot go off the backboard and doesn't fall. So at the half, the Loyalist Lancers will head to the break with a 35-18 lead, Pedro.
Tough first half of the game for the Colts. They haven't been able to find their pace, haven't been able to actually click and run the plays we know they can run. In the meantime, the Lancers started very effective. I think as game happened, both teams got a little more tired, got a little less comfortable to play. But the Lancers had a great start, and I believe that's mostly what got them their lead. Right, the Colts having a little bit of trouble to find that good pace and to actually create chances and force mistakes from the other team, and that's something they have to bring for the second half of the game if they want to get back into it.
Absolutely. Maybe trying to get to the line would help themselves as well. They've only been to the line twice. Well, once, shooting twice in the game on that Danica Walker layup late in the second. Leading the way for the Loyalist Lancers, Kaylee Lemaire with 8 points, as well as Grace Callahan with 8 points. That'll be a game high, while Michaela Simon Tucker leads with 6 for the Colts. Danica Walker right behind with 4 points.
And a big number on this game too. The Lancers with 32 rebounds and against 16 from the Colts side. Grace Callahan, fourth in the league for that stat against Simon Tucker, who's first in the league. So it's a two big players in that stat. And we'll see how both teams bring that back into the second half.
I don't want to block you out here, but we got one of our kids' teams. It's the manager of athletics and recreation, Kareem Rodney. It's his son's team out here. And we got the shoot for cash as one of the little men are shooting. Get in the net. It doesn't go. Shoot for cash opportunity before they'll play a little scrimmage here at halftime. I got nothing else to say, Pedro. We might as well throw it to halftime, take a little break ourselves. We got 18 minutes until we have third quarter action as the Lancers lead at 35-18 at the half. Welcome back outside of the half, inside the Athletic and Wellness Center. We got Jack Middleton alongside Pedro Castellato here as the Lancers lead 35-18 as we're about to get the second half underway. It was a spirited talk inside the change room for Coach George Thomas, trying to get some energy, trying to get anything rolling for the Colts in the second half. As the Lancers will start with the ball.
Great block there by Michael, forcing the ball out of bounds. Yeah, Jack had Coach George trying to get his team to find a way out of that situation. Now, it's really a place in the game that you'd not want to be, especially especially given how much this game's worth for both teams, right?
A good steal from the Colts. Michael's got one to beat. She does, crosses her and makes the layup for an early 2 points.
Yeah, those are the ones that are important towards the end of the game. Those are the ones that you do not want to miss.
Callahan up top, far side to Malixi. Malixi, the floater, doesn't go, in and out. The rebound goes to Danica Walker. She'll fall to the floor. Nobody to battle with and finds Hawkins. Michael up top, they'll slow it down. Spinning around, finds Dowrich. She'll shoot, that's a 2. Doesn't go. Buller to Callahan. The Lancers go quick to Malixi. Nobody on her. Doesn't shoot though. Elects for the pass. Pass goes inside to Callahan. To Lemaire. Her layup doesn't go. Jessica Jones on the rebound. The steal almost to Callahan, but corralled by the Colts. Michael. The pass misses. Dowrich finds Hawkins on the far side. The 3 off the back of the rim and out. Lancers ball. A little bit better of a start, at least defensively, for the Colts, holding the Lancers, making them take a little bit longer on the shot clock, which they don't normally want to do. Malixi finds Forrester. Her layup doesn't go. The rebound corralled by Lemaire and up and in.
Yeah, Lancers doing a great job on working with every option they have. It's a very dynamic group. And they're performing really well when it comes to finding space. That, for me, that's the differential today, is that there's always someone to pass to, always someone free. They communicate really well.
They've been getting open underneath the rim, which is even a bigger factor in this game so far. As the dribble from Hawkins, I believe, off of her foot and out of play, so the Lancers will have the ball. Two minutes into the third quarter with a 37-20 Lancers lead. Buller down low, finds Lemaire. She'll step into one off the back of the rim. Dowrich grabs the rebound. Michael, hop step, tries to drive. Good D from Forrester. Goes to Jones. She'll fire up a 3. It's off the rim. The rebound to Gwen Forrester. Buller up the floor to Callahan. Nobody. She'll pull up at the elbow off the top of the rim. Bounce around, doesn't go. Rebound, Dowrich. Colts have to start capitalizing right now. Danica Walker, her pass to Jones out of the reach, and a turnover for the Colts.
Coach George, they're not really happy with that play. I think what that team's missing, a little bit of more communication, a little bit of more energy when it comes to passing the ball around.
Callahan will pull up. The shot is going to fall. Maybe that's just how her jumper works. She doesn't need to jump.
I have to say that she is very precise.
It'll be a jump ball between Walker and Malixi. It'll be a Lancers possession, as well as a substitution for the Colts. Dominguez into the game. Quick
drive by Dominguez, finds Michael. Fakes pass, drives through the paint off the free throw line. I believe that was a foul.
Foul's going to be on the floor for sure.
Foul call on Jessica Maliksi.
That'll be Malixi's first personal foul. Shot from Walker will fall, so 2 more points for Danica Walker now, and a team leading 8 points as the layup from Lemaire will fall.
And Lemaire took that ball before crossing the halfway mark of the court. So it's a foul, Colts possession right now.
Walker outside to Jones, will hand off to Zane Michael. Inside to Walker, the spin, the shot will go off the backboard.
Great play there by Walker.
Inside to Callahan, she'll bully her way to the rim. Pushes Dominguez, and I believe that'll be a technical foul on Grace Callahan. She hits the too little celebration and not allowed. So the Colts will shoot a technical foul shot. Probably not something that needs to happen from Grace Callahan. You're up by 19. Probably just making the layup is enough celebration. But hits the too little. It'll be a technical on Grace Callahan. That'll be her second personal foul, and Dominguez will shoot the technical.
Yeah, and coming in for Grace Callahan, we got number 8 on the Lancer squad, Brooklyn White. And the Colts will get possession again on their defensive side of the court. Walker looking for space, blocked by Forster.
It'll be a jump ball. As Walker on the drive. Lemaire grabbed the ball. The Lancers will have it on the possession arrow. Brooklyn White on the far side finds Maliksi. Good pressure from Michael up top. Forcing some dismay from Maliksi. She'll get out of it. Pass down low to Forster, and a good block from Dominguez as the ball will head out of play, but a Lancers ball.
Good block there by Dominguez. That's what the Colts squad need. They need to get a little more fired up, right? Dominguez got that great block, stopped a really dangerous play by the Lancers, and that's good to pick up the energy of the team.
And on the inbound, that'll be a shot clock violation on the Lancers. They only had 1 second left on the clock. They didn't realize the Colts will take over.
Coming in for the Colts, we got number 5, Dana Ventanilla. Going out, Gwen Foster.
Walker on the dribble. High pressure from White, finds Simon Tucker, check back into the game. Pass down low to Danica Walker. The layup doesn't go, gets her own rebound. This one doesn't go either. Rebound to Simon Tucker. Dribble, force the foul on the Lancers. I believe the foul will be on Priya Buller on the push, and the Colts will have the ball side out. So we will, there we go, we switched it. Our camera froze there, the battery died, but we're already back up and running as Walker drives to the rim and the layup goes. Colts a little bit more pressure. Ventanilla Far side to Malixi, loses handle. Walker on the races with Malixi. A good chase down. Walker's layup off the rim and doesn't go.
Great defensive play by Malixi right there. Very fast player.
Goes the other way. Dishes off to White. Her layup off the back of the rim, and Simon Tucker on the rebound. She'll spin and bring the pace as we go back and forth now. And Simon Tucker finally passes off to Walker. Slows it down. Dowrich boxing out. Her shot doesn't go, but it'll be a foul on Brooklyn White, sending Dowrich to the line.
Colts going to the line for the third time. Shooting 3. Currently only made 1 out of those 3 attempts. Tara Darsh goes for the first one. No good.
Dowrich here in semester number 2, that the only time she's played as the second one drops. They're shooting 58% from the line, so we'll keep it up with the 1 for 2 there as the Lancers go quickly back up the floor. Down low to White. She can't keep her foot in bounds trying to retrieve the ball. A turnover goes to the Colts. So we are in the final home stretch here of the regular season for both the men's and women's basketball team. After this one today, the Colts will head out on the road to take on the Seneca Sting in a good matchup next week on February 4th before returning here to finish off their regular season against the Georgian Grizzlies on the 8th. As Simon Tucker's shot doesn't fall, Lancers turn it the other way. Loose balls thrown into the air and picked off by Dominguez. For the Lancers, they only have one more game in terms of the women's side. They'll take on the undefeated Algonquin Wolves. It'll be a tough way to finish your regular season, looking to take that second spot as the shot from Walker doesn't go.
Yeah, Algonquin currently placed first in the national rankings.
The pass goes inside to Lemaire. It'll be a foul on Michael underneath the rim, sending Kaylee Lemaire to the line. First one doesn't go for Lemaire. Second one doesn't go, gets her own rebound though. Lemaire pulls up. This one too far, Dowrich the rebound. Stolen quickly by the Lancers. Callahan outside. The 3 from Ventanilla is off the backboard and in. The 3 from Ventanilla extends the lead to 18 for the Lancers with 2.5 to go as the Colts try to respond. Dowrich stops up, goes to Simon Tucker. Pass inside, tried to be forced to Danica Walker. It's touched by the Lancers, though. Colts will retain possession with 5 to go on the shot clock.
Substitution on the Colts side. Danica Walker coming back in. And Dominguez gonna get some rest.
Hawkins finds Michael. Off to put it up and off the rim. Simon Tucker, the rebound, battles on the floor, trying to keep everybody away from it. We'll go jump ball before the steal, and it'll be the way of the Colts. So a fresh shot clock. They get lucky on that play with the jump ball. Michael to inbound. Simon Tucker dribbles. And
there we go.
The layup goes, plus the and one on the foul from Brooklyn White. Simon Tucker heads to the line to try and complete. The and one does go, so a 3-point play for Simon Tucker. We'll have a substitution for the Lancers beforehand.
Yeah, Charlotte Farrell checking back in the game. Lancers being a little more modest with their substitutions this time.
Maybe see in the fourth quarter they go to that second unit a lot more, but trying to get a big cushion for their second unit. With Farrell, a wide open Ventanilla. Her shot in and out of the rim, and Simon Tucker has the rebound. Walker the other way. Looks for the handoff, gets it with Zane Michael. Drives now, has the mismatch. Michael will fire off the backboard, doesn't go. Simon Tucker the offensive rebound. Will back down Lemaire, can't go anywhere. Dowrich the pull up, her shot will fall.
Very good move by Dowrich right there. And a very precise shot. Colts really looking to find their pace back.
Farrell goes up and around the hands of the Colts, and the nice layup falls. Answering right back for Dowrich.
Yeah, there's Lancers are doing a great job just by not letting the Colts create momentum. Right, they always answer back. They always they don't let any play kind of take them down, and they use of their dynamic strategy to just respond at all times. Right.
I believe the foul goes on Michaela Simon Tucker, so I was wrong in the first quarter. That's her fourth personal foul now. So she'll take a seat, hoping to be able to play the fourth quarter. Lancers trying to extend the lead. Lemaire down low. Kicks it back out. Good ball movement from the Lancers. Gets to Callahan. Her shot from three off the front of the rim. Michael's got to slow it down. Over half court with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hawkins, a good move, tries to get by Lemaire, the hop step. The shot doesn't go. Rebound Callahan. Quickly up to Ventanilla. Will dribble through the seam, the pass. A good deflection from Michaela Hawkins, but it'll be Lancers' ball.
Yeah, I get tapped there by Hawkins to stop the Lancers as they got two fresh legs in. We got number 3 checking in for the first time, Jassy Keller-Hanna, and number 15, Anna Tomlinson.
Jones battles underneath with Callahan. It'll be a jump ball. Lancers have the possession. With 16 to go, I'm sure they won't be able to get the last shot off, only with 14 on the shot clock. But will most likely try and hold it, and as I say that, the inbound is picked off by Jessica Jones, and the Colts will have the final shot. Michael Hopset, dribble drive with 7 to go, has to kick it out. Her pass picked off by Keller-Hanna. The Lancers have 2 seconds. Keller-Hanna puts it up and off the side of the rim to end the third quarter. But the Lancers keep pushing forward, now with a 15-point lead, up 48-33.
Yeah, Colts came out for the second half a little better. They brought out the energy that was missing a little bit in the first half of the game, in my opinion. And but the Lancers, again, they're sticking to a good strategy. They're very dynamic, passing the ball around, working the clock out, and they're just not rushing, right? They have all the time they want to work through this game. As the Colts will now have to fight a 15-point lead back into the fourth and last quarter of this game. We'll see how that goes. Nothing crazy, nothing impossible, but with the game that Lancers are performing right now, it'll certainly be a challenge, right? So the energy that was lacking and the energy that they brought out for the third quarter has to double up for the last one.
And the Colts, believe it or not, did win that quarter. They came out, won it 15-13, so whatever Coach Thomas said in the halftime break did work out for the Colts. But we'll take a quick look at some individual stats as Kaylee Lemaire and Grace Callahan still lead the way with 12 points each. Also 8 rebounds each way, so we're looking for a double-double there for both of them, while Danica Walker leads the way for the Colts with 10, following right behind is Michaela Simon Tucker with 9. Well, we might as well keep talking, Pedro. Only 25 seconds here left in the break between the third and the fourth quarter. Some key stats to look at. Turnover game, very similar. 21 turnovers for the Lancers, 20 for the Colts. They've finally caught up in that category, but one of the bigger categories is points off of those turnovers. The Colts only with 14, while the Lancers have put up 21.
Yeah, which is interesting given that Loyalist is one of the best teams. Like, they forced a lot of turnovers, and it got a lot of turnovers as well. And having the Colts matching that number is something pretty positive that they can also use that in their favor.
Final stat I would bring up is total rebounds. The Lancers with 40 rebounds to the Colts 28, and they have 16 offensive rebounds, almost out-rebounding the Lancers. Only on the offensive side of the ball as we'll get started in the fourth quarter. The Colts got a big comeback to try and break here against the Lancers as Hawkins finds Dowrich. Her shot, it'll be a 2, does fall. A good early shot from Tara Dowrich, starting to get hot. A step inside the three-point line was that shot from Dowrich. The Lancers a wide open, driving a good block from Jessica Jones off the feet of the Lancers. Well, trying to go up is Tomlinson. She's fouled underneath the rim and will head to the line.
Yeah, it's a foul call on Jessica Jones right there. Tomlinson's going to go to the free throw line as the Lancers are now 5 for 11 in free throws. And the first one's no good, a bit short. 5 for 12 now. Second one is in, making it 6 of a total of 13 attempts.
So 50% for Ayanna Tomlinson as the Colts get the ball back in play with Zane Michael. To Dowrich. Closely guarded by Charlotte Farrell. The pass inside to Jones finds her. Double team, though, as Jones tries to bully her way to the rim, but before that, steps out of bounds and turns the ball over. I like the physical presence Jessica Jones has brought underneath the rim. She's trying to get to the rim, doing everything she can, but just unfortunately steps out of bounds there to turn the ball over as the Lancers have back on the offensive side. Goes to Farrell. Her shot will fall. Just the difference so far, the efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. The Lancers always have had the answer to any Colts points. Jones, her 3 from the corner. Too far. Rebound to Callahan. Callahan to Forrester. Spins back to Callahan. And inside to Tomlinson. Her dribble drive will have to be fouled by Dowrich, sending Tomlinson back to the line.
A substitution on the Lancers side coming out, Gwen Forster, and checking in for the first time today, Nina Anderson.
Tomlinson makes the first one. The second one doesn't go. Jones the rebound. Colts have a big hill to climb. Down 17. Walker tries to dribble. It's poked away, but a kick ball. I believe that was on Jessie Keller-Hanna. The Colts will keep possession. Simon Tucker back into the game, of course, with 4 fouls, so we'll keep an eye on her. Inside to Danica Walker. Tries to find Dowrich. Kicked out to Michael. The 3 on the shot clock. Hawkins has to let it go. It won't touch the rim in a shot clock violation. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Of course, not the only game we're bringing to you today. The men's team will also be taking on the Loyalist Lancers following this game. You can see them starting to get stretched up in the gym, getting ready for the game as the Lancers go into the paint. Back out, some good ball movement to Kellerhan on the far side. The pass to Tomlinson. Unable to handle the pass, and will turn the ball over to the Colts. Michaela Hawkins. Slow dribble up the floor, got to set up the play. Danica Walker on the handoff. Picks up the dribble. Her pass to Michaela Hawkins is out of the reach.
So yeah, Colts now have about 7 minutes and a half to fight a 17-point difference, right? It's and the Lancers came out for the fourth quarter more organized, in my opinion. They noticing that they lost the third quarter, they found their way back into this game. They kept control. They did a great job keeping control of it.
We'll have a timeout. Loyalist as Coach Hugh wants to give a little break to his 5 girls on the floor. As we'll take a little break up top here as the Lancers lead it by 17 here in the fourth quarter. Back inside the Athletic and Wellness Center, we'll get restarted with 7:23 to go in the fourth quarter. The Lancers inbound the ball. Tomlinson goes far side, almost picked off by Michael, kept alive by Kellerhanna. The pass inside for Farrell's tipped and picked off by Simon Tucker, who will race up, find Danica Walker. Her layup doesn't go, it's blocked, but Simon Tucker gets the rebound, puts it up and in.
Lancers with no rush at all, working the clock out.
The shot on the close side by Anderson doesn't go. Michael will battle underneath the rim with Farrell. It'll be a jump ball possession to the Lancers. Lancers to inbound, 13 on the shot clock. Tomlinson dribbles, finds Callahan at the three-point line, takes the shot, and it goes. Grace Callahan with another 3 for the Lancers.
Yeah, 12 points to her name, Grace Callahan being one of the main players for the Lancers and one of the main players for this game today, in my opinion.
A shot from Dowrich off the back of the rim, won't fall. Simon Tucker, the rebound, she'll put it back up. It doesn't fall, but a foul on the Lancers.
Correction, 15 points to Callahan's name. It's leading the game in points today.
We'll have half the line change coming for the Lancers before Simon Tucker will shoot for 2. First one goes. Simon Tucker now into double-double range with 12 points, 11 rebounds. Still impressive based on the fact her second one doesn't touch a rim, so that'll be an air ball, and the free throw will be possession Loyalist. On the floor for the Colts, it's Hawkins, Walker, Michael, Dowrich, and Simon Tucker, while for the Lancers, it's Charlotte Farrell, Brooklyn White, Nina Anderson, Kaylee Lemaire, and Jessica Malixi. White tries to drive. It's pushed out of her hands by Dowrich, but a smart play as the Lancers now only have 5 seconds on the shot clock. Malixi the inbound. Goes into the middle to Lemaire, picked off and turned back the other way. 2-on-1 fast break. Hawkins to Michael. She'll avoid the block and puts it up and through. Back to a 15-point lead. Lancers as the pass is picked off by Hawkins. Tipped out of bounds. Lancers ball. Malixi up top for the Lancers. The pass goes cross court to White. Her three. Off the rim, rebound Simon Tucker, who's starting to corral those rebounds left, right, and center. Michael, not a whole lot of rush for a team down 15 with 5 to go, but Hawkins on the drive. Kicks out to Simon Tucker. Her shot off the back of the rim. Walker flies in for the rebound, but it's picked up by Malixi. Malixi skip pass picked off by Dowrich. She's got to get to the ball, but she'll step out of bounds before doing so. The ball will go to the Lancers.
Gwen Forrester checking back into this game. Going out, Charlotte Farrell.
Malixi, the pass picked off by Michael.
Picked off there by Michael.
Has Walker going to the rim, can't find the ball. Simon Tucker now goes to the rim. The layup doesn't go, gets her own rebound though. Circles and puts it back up in the foul. Simon Tucker back to the line. The foul goes on number 14, Kaylee Lemaire. I believe that's her second personal foul. On my book, at least. It's her second personal foul. Simon Tucker to the line to shoot 2. Lancers have the ball and the missed free throw. Go back the other way with Malixi. Brooklyn White screaming for the ball on the far side of the court. Finally gets it. The fake. She'll put up the floater. Doesn't go. Rebound to Michael. Michael to Dominguez, who just checked in. Her three doesn't go. Simon Tucker picks up the rebound, though. Tries to go down low to Walker. It's tipped out of play by Malixi. Colts ball.
4 minutes left in the last quarter of this game. Still a 15-point advantage for the Lancers.
Inbound and down low to Simon Tucker. Layup doesn't go. Dowrich battles for the rebound and will force a jump ball. Colts possession. She battles with Nina Anderson on the floor. The Colts take possession. As Brooklyn White was trying to get through the screen. Trips and falls, and the three from Dominguez falls.
Not sure what happened to
Brooklyn White was
right there. Hope she's
pleading
okay
with the ref. Most people used to replays, but we've got a new producer sitting over here. Leaving Graham as our producer today, so unable to get to the replays today, or we would have. There is a nice move at the rim. Doesn't fall, though, for White, and will battle. Ball gets kicked out to Malixi. The three doesn't go. Simon Tucker battles underneath the rim with a couple Lancers and comes away with the board. Michael Dominguez tries to find the cutting Simon Tucker off of the Lancers' hand. Colts ball. Now down by 12 are the Colts. They're starting to push back. But before we continue, Coach Thomas will take a timeout here in the fourth quarter as the Colts down 12, looking to find a quick comeback on the other side of the break. Back outside of the timeout from the Colts with 3:34 to go as the Colts have possession on the baseline. Walker, a good play to Dominguez.
There you go.
And the finger roll layup will go for Dominguez. Now down by 10 are the Colts. The pass tried to get picked off by Michael. White keeps it alive, far side of the court. Pass, handoff to White. Dribbles up against Simon Tucker. Can't go anywhere. Simon Tucker will battle Lancer's ball on the jump ball.
Another substitution on the Lancer side. Checking in now, we got Priya Buller, and coming out, taking a little break, Brooklyn White.
7 to go on the shot clock. Callahan puts it up quickly, in and out of the rim. Michael with the rebound, fights through Buller. Michael, hop step, will stop up. Has Ventanilla the driving. Walker can't get the shot to fall. Buller, you would think the Lancers would slow down their offense with up by 10 with 3 to go, but they haven't done so. Callahan dishes far side to Forrester. Her shot will go. I guess if you're going to go quickly and you're going to make shots, why change it?
A lot of pressure by the Lancers. Their Colts looking to make some space. A shot by Darich.
Half a rebound each. Dowrich comes up with the rebound, can't get the shot anywhere. Looked for a foul, no call. Callahan. Lemaire goes far side to Ventanilla. Her 3 off the back of the rim up into the air. Callahan, the board, will get the layup to go. So we have now pushed the lead back up to 14 with 2 to go. Walker dribbles, tries to find Dominguez, finally does. The dribble over, and finally the foul called on the drive from Dominguez. Foul will go on Priya Buller.
About 2 minutes left into the last quarter of the game. Colts still having to fight now a 14-point lead. First one is in by Dominguez. Second one goes in as well.
Lancers inbounded. That's Ventanilla, finds Buller. Try to slow down the pass, cross court. Michael picks it off. Open layup for Zane Michael, it won't go. Rebound to Walker, finds Dominguez underneath with 4 Lancers surrounding her. Has to go to the floor on the jump ball. It'll be Colts possession. The layup from Simon Tucker doesn't go. Rebound For the Lancers, they'll slow it down with a minute to go. To Callahan, quickly back to Maliksi, into the corner to Ventanilla, her three. Airball to the far side, the rebound though to Forrester. Ventanilla up top. Pass to Maliksi, Callahan, the three. Doesn't go this time. Maliksi though, the rebound. Finds Callahan again, she'll drive the layup off the backboard, doesn't go. The second attempt from Lemaire will fall. Dominguez up top, 50 seconds to go. The Colts now down 14 as Michael takes a three off the back rim.
Good move there by Callahan.
Maliksi, far side. Both teams had substitutions ready, but with the clock running 30 seconds to go, they'll go take a seat. Ventanilla down low. Nobody's playing defense on the side of the Colts. That'll go. It is Colts ball. We can't have a substitution because the Colts have the ball, so she'll go take a seat. With 20 seconds to go, Walker. See if the Colts dribble it out or try anything offensive here. Down by 5. Hawkins will have a jumper inside the three-point line. Doesn't go. And the Lancers will end this one as they'll win it 63-47 here at the Athletic and Wellness Center.
That is game, ladies and gentlemen. The Lancers now 10-3 in the OCAA will take over the second place, at least for a little bit until we find out how Georgian does in their game. And Colts will drop. Now, sorry, I mean, they will stay. Yes, they will drop to 5th, actually.
Correct.
And with a record of 5-7. So currently, Colts not being able to host playoff. Yes, they still have 2 games left. It's a bit of a tough situation for them, though. That being said, a good performance. A few chances that were not capitalized on that did affect the team quite a little bit. Lancers, they came here to do what they plan on doing, right? They kept control of the game, passing the ball really, really fast, working out the clock, working out their bench. They have very active players. All the players pretty much get minutes, and they're all very important to their system, right? And they came here and did a great job keeping control of the game, keeping control of the ball, and not letting the Colts create chances.
For the Lancers, leading the way in the game, it was Grace Callahan with 17 points, 11 rebounds for the double-double. Also with a double-double is Kaylee Lemaire with 16 points, 12 rebounds, while Michaela Simon-Tucker has herself a double-double, 12 points, 15 rebounds on the day.
I have to say that here. We are a little biased. We all say that all the time. But Grace Callahan, the name of the game, for me, the main player today, made 17 points to herself. It's quite impressive, and definitely led the Lancers to another win today, and it's a big key player for what they're doing this season.
Absolutely. So with that being said, like you said, the Colts will fall to 5-7. They will travel on the road to take on the Seneca Sting in their next matchup on February 4th, while the Lancers will head back home for their final game of the season, taking on the Algonquin Wolves. Don't leave, though. Coltsnet Live will be back in 15 minutes' time as the men's team will take on the Loyalist Lancers. If you're looking for possibly the next home game for the women's team, that'll be next Saturday, February 8th. We'll have to figure out scheduling there because we have both men's and women's basketball and a home playoff game for the men's volleyball team to go on that Saturday. So
that would be interesting.
It'll be a long day on that wonderful Saturday up here in the commentators booth. But with that being said, we'll take a quick break for about 10 minutes before we hop back on for the men's game. For Pedro Castellato and producer Levin Graham, my name's Jack Middleton. Thanks for joining us on Coltsnet Live.